Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. On behalf of Diwali, we are providing huge discounts on all civil engineering courses. This offer will be valid from 28th of this month to 31st of this month, only 4 days. The complete details about the courses and prices you can see in the screen. So for the 4-in-1 pack, which is of 3,999 rupees, and for 2-in-1 pack, which is of 2,199 rupees. Okay, these offers will be available in Civil Engineering by Shravan application. Download our application from the Google Play Store. Our direct link is available in the below description of this video. You can check the download link is also available in the community tab. So if you having any queries about the courses, you can once pin me to my WhatsApp number, which is also available in the description of this video. This particular offer I am providing for the limited amount of the people, or 10 people per the course. So after this, the course price will be increases. So try to increase your skills on civil engineering for your brighter future. So in this class, I will explain you G+5 building design section by using SAP 2000 software. So now we can see these are the specification which is comes under this particular building model. So for this building model, I am considering the model of G+5 story building model by using SAP 2000 software, which is consisting of length of the building is this and width of the building is this. The length and width we will change according to our center to center distance between the columns. Okay. So you can see here, this is the length of the building, width of the building, height of the building. Basically here I am selecting G+5 building structural model, which is approximately consisting of 6 number of the floors. So 6 multiplied by each floor height of 3 meter, then it will get height approximately equal to 18 meter for this model. Again in the same process, if you include the basement, which is nothing but the plinth level, then it will comes under around 21 meter for this building model. Again, it will be consisting of the ground floor height is 3 meter and the typical story height is 3 meter. I will provide you this PDF in the G+5 building design folder. You can download this PDF and you can practice the models. And the next one is related to slab thickness, which is approximately equal to 150 mm, and beam, which is comes under, just I am taking 0.5 cross 0.5 dimensions, and column 0.5 cross 0.7. So you can consider the seismic zone based on your considerations like zone 2 or zone 3, zone 4, zone 5. So in this case example, just I am taking zone 5 seismic condition system. Okay. So again I am selecting soil type is 2. So now we can see this is the typical floor plan for this particular building model. It is consisting of one portion at the left hand side, second portion at the right hand side. Residential building I am considering here. So initially we need to take the center to center distance between the column for this particular members. So initially I will assume that a particular center to center distance between the column and number of the grid lines which is exist here for this building model. So now we can see the first grid line just I am assuming here as 5 meter. Again second one just I am taking here as 3 meter. This is 3 meter, just I am taking 5 meter, and this is 3 meter. Again in the same process, vertical direction also we have to assume the values. Just I am taking this vertical value which is approximately equal to 4 meter here. Again we have to select this particular distance. Just I am taking this is 2 meter. Again I am taking this particular value of vertical direction is 3 meter here. Otherwise you can directly take as 4 meter, just I am considering. So the number of grid lines which is consisting of the horizontal direction are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers here. Vertical direction 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers here. Okay. So this is the center to center distance between the column. The horizontal distance will be consisting of approximately 5 plus 3, 8 meter, 8 plus 3 which is approximately equal to 11, 11 plus 5, 16 meter, 16 plus 4 which is approximately equal to 20 meter here. Again in the width direction, just I am taking 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 2, 10 meter here. Okay. So we will change this value. So this is 20 meter and this is 10 meter, not the 30.18 and 26.70 values. So this is the typical floor plan I am considering. For each and every floor plan, I am taking the same amount of the dimensions of the columns as well as the beams for the lift provision columns also. Okay. Now we can see here for this typical floor plan, it is consisting of the sum of the beams and column sections here. Okay. So you can consider the center to center distance initially, and you have to assume the data related to length of the building, width of the building, and number of bays along x direction, number of bays in y direction, and grade of the concrete also we have to assume. For this project I am considering M30 grade concrete provision standard system with FE 500 grade steel. HYSD bar of 500 grade steel. So just I am selecting HYSD bar of 500 grade steel for this particular project. Okay. So this is the specifications which is comes under the G+5 building design considerations. Okay. So for that, just I am selecting my SAP 2000 software here. So here the software will be open here like this. So initially we need to click on the file option for modeling the structure. Go to click on the new model option. So I will explain you the simple procedure which is related to the second method of modeling of the building by using SAP 2000, so that you can easily do the modeling process, analysis process by using SAP 2000 software. So initially we will select that units, kilonewton meter and Indian. So instead of selecting grid only data, we have to select this 2D frame structural model. So this is the simple method for selecting the assigning the properties for the building structural model. So here I am selecting 3D frame model, not 2D frame model. So now we can see it will ask you to select the number of the stories here. So actually with the considerations of the basement, it will be consisting of 7 number of the stories here. So that's why just I am selecting here as 7 number of the stories. Each story will be consisting of 3 meter. The number of the base in horizontal direction, x direction, we have to assume here. So in a horizontal direction, it will be consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers here. So here you can see it is asking base only. So again in the vertical direction, y direction condition system, we have to assume the base 1, 2, 3 base here. Okay, so here I am assuming number of the base are 3 in y direction condition system. Default spacing I am considering bay width as 3 meter for this particular model. So after this we have to select the use custom grid spacing only in order to change the center to center distance between the columns for this model. So now we can see first one will be consisting of 5, 3, 3, 5, 3. So here we have to edit this. Click on edit grid data option. So now we have to select the spacing option instead of the ordinate. So here you can see the starting point of this particular A grid will be at the distance of 3 meter here. We have to change that particular value to 5 meter. So here the second distance is 3 meter and third distance is also 3, 3 and fourth distance will be comes under 5. We will consider here. Again in vertical direction, y direction condition, we will take 4, 4, 2. So here I am taking this vertical direction distance is 4. Let us consider this is 4. This is also 4. This is also 2. So select this. So click on OK option. After this we have to check the Z direction distance also in high direction. Click on OK option. Now after selecting this frame section data related to grid data, story data, so we have to select the section properties. Section properties is basically nothing but the beam size, column size for the project. So for that initially we have to click on this plus mark. Why? Because it is having the beam sections as well as the column sections as the default sections only. But we have to change that to default section to our considered values like 0.5 across 0.5, 0.5 across 0.7. So for that we have to click on the place mark here. Click on add a new property option. So now we will change the steel property to concrete property and we will select the rectangular property. Now I am selecting the property name as beam. So we will consider the depth approximately equal to 0.5 and 0.5. So now we can see here this is a 0.5 across 0.5. Now we will select the grade of the concrete according to your consideration. Just I am taking M30 grade HYSD bar of 415. We will define that properties. Already M30 grade was defined here already. So we will define the HYSD bar of 500 grade. So click on add new material. So select the rebar option according to Indian standard code. We will select as rebar 500 grade. Click on OK. Again we will click on OK option. Now we will select 300 grade. Click on reinforcement option. Now we will select this rebar material is HYSD bar of 500 here. And we will change the property of design type from column to beam option here. Now we will enter the cover which is related to top cover as well as the bottom cover for this particular model. So here I am taking top cover as well as the bottom cover which is consisting of 40 mm, 40 mm. Click on OK. Now we can see this is the beam property. Click on OK option. Now I am selecting add a new property for adding the column section. Click on rectangular property. Just I am giving the property name as column. Just we have to consider the depth initially. According to the definition, we have to consider 0.7 is the depth of the beam. Again, we have to consider 0.5 is the width of the beam. So now we can see here. Again, we will select the material properties M30 grade from concrete provision standard system. Click on concrete reinforcement. Change that HYSD of 415 to 500 grade here. Select the column property. We will change that particular number of the bars here in 2 direction. For this structure, just I am selecting 3 direction will be consisting of 4 number and 2 direction will be consisting of 6 numbers here. So click on select your longitudinal bar size. Just I am selecting here as 16 mm and again I'm selecting confinemental bar size, which is nothing but the rebar, which is comes under your lateral ties. Just I'm taking 8 mm diameter bar. Now you can see these are the bars. Otherwise, if you want to change the properties to another 5 number of the bars, you can select here according to the consideration. So now we have to click on OK option. Click on OK option. Now you can see here the section properties, which is comes under the default section in the previous view, was changed here to B here. Okay, so instead of the B, we will select the column here for this model. Click on OK option. So now we will see the model. Now you can see this is the model which is related to this particular section. So after this, we have to select the 2D view for this model. So just I'm selecting edit option. So we will see the 2D view. Before that, we will check that grid data. So click on modify option. Now here you can see it will be consisting of the F section, which is having the dimensions as 11.5 in this direction, but we need the direction which is related to 1, 2, 3 property. 3 property is presented at 3.5 distance. So we have to delete this column section which is present at this location except the lift provision columns. According to the typical floor plan, it is not comes under the column section. Now you can see this is the column provision which we are provided in the structural model, but we have to delete that particular members. For that reason only, just I am selecting that property which is of y direction, y and high direction also we have to consider, which is related to z direction. So go to select 3.5 option for that particular section. Okay, 3.5. Cancel option, cancel option. Go to click on view option, set 2D view, which is related to YZ plane, which is approximately at a distance of, just we can consider at a distance of 3.5 here. Okay, but it is moving in the horizontal direction, but we need this in vertical direction. That's why we have to select XZ plane, which is at a distance of approximately I'm taking 3.5 meter. Okay, click on apply option so that it will see in your respected models here like this. Now we will select the columns except this lift provision columns. Just I'm selecting these columns at this location. Again in the same process also we have to select the beams for this model. Now here you can see I have selected all these members, but we have to deselect this beam section members for this model. Again I am selecting these members. Go to edit option, click on delete property option so that it will delete the properties at this level except the beams and columns which is present here. Now we will click on the plan view, XY view. I will select the 3D view for this model. Now I will rotate this 3D view. Now we can see it is only consisting of the column section which is presented here in this lift provision purpose only. Okay, now we can see here detail view will be obtained here like this for this model. Okay, this is the process of modeling. Now we are at the z equals to 0 distance. We will move to the plinth level. This is the plinth level. So again we will move to the next level which is related to ground story level. This is the ground story level which is z equals to at a distance of 6 meter. Now we will apply the slab section for this. Go to define option for that, section properties, area section, select add a new section. This time selecting slab 150 for this model. Here I am taking membrane which is consisting of 150 mm. Again I am selecting 0.15 150 mm for this bending also. Click on OK. Again we will click on OK. Now we will select this particular assignment of the slab section. So for that just I am selecting this add quick draw area sections. Just I am selecting slab 150 section. Just I am drawing here slab 150 here like this for this model. Again in the same process we have to click on this right mark object. So select standard objects, apply to all windows, fill objects. So click on apply to all windows option. Click on OK. Now we will delete the property which is presented here for this model at this level and this level for the staircases as well as the lift provision purpose. So click on the delete option. After this we will copy these properties to the downward direction which is consisting of approximately 5 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories here. Okay, so for that go to select option, select properties. Just I am selecting the area section which is related to slab sections here. Go to edit option, we will select the replicate option. We will select in linear direction, z direction, which is consisting of -3 distance. Why? Because we need to copy this property to the downward direction, -3 distance, and number of that will be comes under 5 numbers here for this model. Click on apply option so that it will copy your property to the downward direction distance here. Click on OK so that it will copy the properties to the downward direction distance. Now this is the process of modeling of the building by using SAP 2000 software. Now after this we will apply the load cases. Go to define option for that. Select the load patterns option. So here already we are defined the dead loading condition. We will select the live load here. Just I am selecting here as live load. Click on add option. Again I am selecting earthquake load which is in X direction condition system. Just I am selecting seismic load quick which is according to IS 1893-2016 code. Click on add. Again I am selecting earthquake load which is in Y direction condition. Click on add option. Now in the same process I am adding wind load in X direction which is related to wind according to IS code provision standard system. Just I am selecting IS 875-2015 code. Again I am selecting wind load in Y direction condition system. Click on add option. Now I am selecting earthquake load in X direction. Click on modify lateral load. We will select the global X direction with the per code value 0.36 here. Click on OK option. Again we will select the soil type is also medium soil condition system. Again I am selecting earthquake load in Y direction. Modify lateral load. We will select the direction which is of global Y which is per code value of 0.36 and soil type is 2. Click on OK option. Now I am selecting wind load. Click on modify lateral load. Just I am selecting wind speed which is approximately equal to 44 and which is comes under the terrain category of 4 number. I am selecting here and wind direction angle is 0 which is related to 0.86 coefficient of pressure value here. Click on add. Again I am selecting this. Click on this option 44 terrain category. Just I am selecting here as 4 with 90 degrees is the angle and I am selecting here as 0.86 is the value of the coefficient of pressure. Click on OK option. Click on OK. So after defining the load cases, we had to apply those load cases for the G+5 building. For that initially I am selecting all the building by using Control A option. We will select that. Go to assign option here. Firstly we will assign the self-weight condition system by using joint loads option. Select the forces here. So select the global force X direction as 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 1 option here. Add to existing loading condition system we need to apply. Click on apply option. Now after this we have to apply the wall loading condition system which is the summation of external wall load, internal wall load as well as the parapet wall loading condition for the building. So basically we have to calculate the wall loading condition system by considering the loading cases system. Okay, so here I am selecting my calculator. So I need to calculate the value of the external wall load which is having the thickness is 0.23 multiplied by 3 meter each floor height with the unit weight of the brickwork. So that is comes under 13.8 is the external wall load. In the same process we have to take the internal wall load which is comes under the 0.125 is the thickness for that particular wall and we have to multiply this value with 3 meter and we have to multiply this value with 20 so that it can get the value 7.5. In the same process I am considering parapet wall load which is consisting of 0.125 multiplied by 1.2 meter height multiplied by 20 so that it can get the values 3 here. So now we have to sum these values which is related to 13.8 plus 7.5 plus 3 which is approximately equal to 24.3 kilonewton per meter. Go to select option. We will select the property related to frame section. Select the beams option here. Go to assign option, frame load, distributed condition, add to existing. So we will select here as 24.3 kilonewton per meter intensity. Click on apply. After applying the wall loading condition system, we need to apply the floor load condition system. For that, go to select properties, frame section. Not frame section. Go to select properties related to area section. This time selecting slab 150. Click on close. Go to assign. Just I'm selecting area load which is related to uniform shell option. So here I am selecting load which is related to dead load of 2 kilonewton per meter square is the load which is comes under the floor load condition system. Click on add to existing loading condition, click on apply. Again click on OK option. Now after this we will apply the load which is related to live loading condition system for the building. So for that just I am selecting all the slab section again once again. Go to assign, select area load, uniform, change dead loading condition to live loading condition. Just I am selecting here as 3 kilonewton per meter square is the load intensity. Click on apply option, click on OK option. So now after applying the live loading condition, if you want to add the load which is related to water tank, you can add that load cases. For example, let us consider just I am taking the load case which is obtained it here. Go to select assign option here and select shell area load uniform. Select in the dead loading condition. You can apply that load as 5 kilonewton per meter square if the height of the tank is 5 meter. So click on apply option. Now after this we have to apply the staircases load also. So for that just I am selecting this lift provision as well as this particular section of staircases. Go to assign, frame load, distributed, add to existing condition. Just we have to give as 23.8 kilonewton per meter. So select apply option here. Click on OK option here. Now after this we have to apply the load combination for this. Go to define option for that. Load combinations here. Select default design combination, concrete frame design. We have to add those load combination according to Indian code. So after this we have to apply the support conditions at the base. Select all the node points at the base. Go to assign, joint, select the restraints, select fixed support condition system, click on apply option so that it will apply the fixed support conditions at the base for this building. Now after this we have to analyze this structure. Go to analyze option which is available on the top. Go to click on the create analysis model option so that it will create the analysis model. Analyze here, click on set load cases to run option. So it will ask you to select the load cases. Click on run now option so that it will ask you to say the model. Just I am selecting G+5 model. So it will do the analysis process for the building structural model under the considerations of the different types of the load cases. Then after that we will see the designing process by using SAP 2000 software. Now we can see it was done with complete analysis process. It is showing the deflection diagram for this building structural model under the considerations of the load cases. So I will show you that deflection diagram values. Click on 3D view option. Now we can see this is the deflection diagram which is related to the structural model as per the dead loading condition. So click on display option. Go to click on display option. Show deform shape. You can select the another load case which is related to live load. Click on apply option so that it will apply the deflection diagram under the consideration of the live load. Okay. Click on start animation option so that it will show you the deflection diagram. In the same process, if you want to see the results related to shear force bending moment, you can click on the display option here. Select deform shape, not deform shape. Go to select display option, forces, cables. So here you can consider the load which is related to dead load. Select shear to option, click on apply so that it will display the shear force diagram under the considerations of dead load only. Select torsion option, click on apply so that it will display the torsion diagram. Moment 3-3, click on apply so that it will display the bending moment diagram. Shear 3-3, click on apply so that it will display the shear force diagram for this building structural model under the consideration. So this is the complete process of modeling and analysis of G+5 building structural model by using SAP 2000 software. You know how to design this G+5 building structural model by using SAP 2000 software. So here I am selecting my model. So now we can see this is the model. I was done with complete analysis process and modeling process by using SAP 2000. We will do the designing process. For that initially we have to go to design option here. So we have to do the designing process after the analysis process. Okay. So go to click on the concrete frame design. Select view revised preferences here. Initially we need to select the code. So which is comes under the default code is ACI 31814. So here in this case we have to select the Indian 456 code. And you can consider the parameters according to your considered specifications. Here I am taking the default parameters from this section. Click on OK. After this we have to select the design option again concrete design. So it will be consisting of select the design combination. So here I was already selected all the combinations for this model. Click on OK. So again we have to click on design option. Select here. click on start designing check option so that the frame section design section which is related to beams and columns will be started for the G+Y building model according to the considered load cases like gravity loading condition, lateral loading condition, as well as the load combination which is specified as per the given code provision standard system for this particular building model. Now we can see it was done with complete designing of the members related to beams and columns for this particular building structural model. You can see the percentage of the steel values or longitudinal reinforcement values. This is not percentage of the steel. This is the longitudinal reinforcement value diagram for this members. Now after this we have to see the percentage of the steel which is presented here. So go to design option, concrete frame design. So select design information option. Select here as rebar percentage, click on apply option, so that it will show you the complete rebar percentage which is presented in this particular frame section model. Now we can see for the beam section it is having 0.31 and 0.24, 0.24, 0.22, and for the column section it is having a percentage of the steel is 1% at this top level. In the same process we can check the results related to percentage of the steel which is presented on that particular column section. Okay, so now we will see the beam designing results for this building. So select this any one of the beam from this particular member. Next I am selecting. You can zoom that particular member. So here I am selecting this beam. Right click on this option. So it will be consisting of override, summary, flexure details, shear details here. Select the summary option so that it will show you the complete summary which is presented on that particular beam section. Again in the same process you can check the results related to frame section results like flexural details for this model. Again click on the shear details option so that it will be consisting of complete shear details for this model. In the same process we will see the results related to column section. Right click on this option. So click on the summary option, so it will be consisting of complete summary related to column designing section, and flexural details, this is the flexural details, and shear details option, this is the shear reinforcement details which is available here, and this is the interaction which is comes under this code, and joint shears option you can check here, and B by C details here. Okay, so it will be consisting of complete report which is consisting of this particular reinforcement value. Display complete details as the tabular format also, so that it will display the frame value with the different types of the tabular format value for the column summary data as well as the joint summary data. If you consider the column summary data, it is consisting of the sum of the reinforcement percentage area of the steel which is comes under this particular column section member, and it will be consisting of the vertical load which is applied on this particular member, and location is also available here. In this way you can check the reinforcement results which is comes under the beams and columns by using SAP 2000 software. So in the SAP 2000 software it is not possible to design the slab member by using IS 456-2000 code provision standard system. That's why we have to consider the ETAP software for the slab designing section. So this is the complete process of designing of G+Y building structural model by using SAP 2000 software. See you in the next video. Thank you.